Hey, Chris, how are you, buddy?
I'm all right. You mean, Jim, you wouldn't drink a 16-ounce cup full of martini?
Well, I just, you know what? I mean, Chris, you know I like martinis, but I just don't see drinking a martini at a ball game. Just like, you know, they're going to have sushi there now. I like sushi. I'm not eating sushi at a ball game. I'm having a hot dog. You know, hot dog and beer, that's a ball game.
Peanuts.
Oh, I love the peanuts. Are you kidding?
The peanuts.
Yeah. All right. So
Jim,
what's going on?
Listen, of course, Mumbles Menino is a hypocrite. They all are. Uncle Philly's a hypocrite. But here's the real thing that kills me.
Yeah.
You know, Josef Barak O'Brien.
Wait a minute. Just say
Jimmy
it. Just say it again. I love the way that sounds. Say it again.
Jim, the Tea Party leader from Paxton, came up with this, not me.
Yep.
Josef Barak O'Brien.
Josef. As in Stalin. That's so good.
He probably would enjoy that if he was listening right now.
He'd probably wear it as a badge of honor.
But,
so,
you know, Josef and Jimmy O'Day, they got no guts. If they had any guts, they'd say that the personal income tax in Massachusetts should be 10%. What's the problem with them? No, fix all our problems. Just go for 10%.
Right, it's a good point. Good point. You know what they should.
Ban them in the whole city. Come on, Phil.
Yeah. No. Look. How do you like this expression, Chris? I know this one probably drives you as crazy as it does me. When somebody votes to raise taxes, they say that person is being courageous. You've heard that, right? You've heard that when they say he had the courage to stand up and make the unpopular vote and say we need to raise taxes. That's not difficult to do.
Come on, let's go back in time a little bit. There was this thing, I think they called it Chapter 19 or something, which allowed the city to force the city retirees to pay for Part B of Medicare.
Yep.
And the champion of that was Mikey Parado.
Yep.
And he said he was doing what was called a profile in courage. Mikey, you're not in office anymore. The retirees came for you, and they kicked you out, Mike. How was that for courage? He fell on his sword, Jim.
He didn't fall on the sword. He got booted. I mean, that's bottom line. Bottom line, he got booted, and that's exactly what happened to him. And, hey, that's what happens when you raise taxes.
Why don't they just come right out and say, you know, we want a graduated income tax. Why don't you just come right out and say, we want everyone equal. This is, you know, social justice. Nobody
you know what?
should have more than
I so loathe that expression. I so loathe that expression because you know exactly what social justice means. It means redistribution of wealth. And you know what? I hear it in church, and I say, what has happened? That makes me mad. Social justice. Now, in the old days, social justice, to me, you know what it meant? Freedom of speech, freedom of opportunity. A government that didn't get in your way. To me, that was what social justice meant. A not unlawful search and seizure. That was social justice. Now social justice means redistribution of wealth. When people say it, I want to puke. No, seriously, and when I hear it in church, I want to puke.
And now we have all this stuff about the greatest group of students in our school systems are Hispanic, so now we have to have these special forms for the Hispanic kids. There was no special forms when the majority of kids in our public schools were white.
It's not even a question of white. It's not even a question of that. You know what it's a question of? Everybody has got this anti-American identity. You know, we got to fill out the forms in this language. You got to fill it out in this language. Really? You know, when my grandfather came over here 102 years ago, he learned to speak English. He didn't ask for people to give him a form in Italian. He learned to speak English. Period.
should do is create two separate lines. A line for the forum for people that speak English, and a line for all the other languages.
Yeah,
because the line for the English speakers would be shorter, and it would help me.
I'm sick of
It might motivate the other people to speak English, wouldn't it?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Chris, I got to run. I'm up against it. Always good to hear from you.
Take care, buddy.
Take care.